नया भारत, विकसित भारत, जहां सपने नहीं बल्कि संकल्प पूरे होते हैं। 2030 का भारत आत्मनिर्भर भी है और दुनिया का नेतृत्व करने वाला भी। तकनीक, तरक्की और संस्कृति तीनों में आगे बढ़ता भारत जो विश्व को नई दिशा दिखाता है। But how did we get here? What key changes shape this progress? Good evening. I'm Ashka, Chief Correspondent at News. Dear ladies and our one and only Dhanuka sir, welcome to our special bulletin, India in 2030, exclusively on News channel. Yes, as we mark this significant day, April 2nd, 2030, where flying cars are still a work in progress, but at least our Wi-Fi is finally stable. We are no longer imagining the future, we are living it. Meet Dolphy, our anchor for today, who will guide us by asking the big questions that matter. So buckle up as we take a thrilling ride into the India of 2030, where dreams aren't just dreamt, they are downloaded instantly. Over to Dolphy.
Thank you, Ashka. Enough talk of potential. Let's see the proof. Sheeja, my question to you. You call manufacturing India's trump card. What makes you say this?
Dolphy, you remember when they said China is the world's factory? Well, guess what? India just pulled out the chair and said, move, we are taking over. ये कोई जादू से नहीं हुआ. It was a result of a series of strategic steps taken by the government, Make in India, PLI, and game-changing infrastructures and more. Look at cars, a whopping 7.5 million in 2030. Suddenly, everyone wanted a ride, making India the third largest auto bazaar globally. Then came the electric bus. Charging stations popped up faster than Mumbai's monsoon potholes. A 23% annual jump in EVs. Now, over 15% of our vehicles are silent, sleek, and saving us a fortune on petrol. Today, India is world's #1 exporter of specialty chemicals, producing over 80% of the world's green hydrogen chemicals. Over to Hemali for more.
Thank you. Your iPhone 22 with satellite and quantum connectivity is made here. Chip boom, India's semiconductor industry at $40 billion, powering the world one gadget at a time. 42% of our manufacturing muscle is now Nari Shakti with zero waste factories. World's got a cow for facing a crisis. India's $130 billion pharma sector is the answer. From modern medicine and vaccines, including 60% of life-saving drugs, to the integrated power of Ayurveda and mainstream medicine, consider us the world's reliable pharmacy. Our farms are booming. 29.28 lakh crore output, $100 billion in export. We're the world's roti basket, controlling the world's wheat, rice, and millet supply. We generate 3 lakh crores in defense production systems. India's manufacturing. 5 years, 54.7% growth, $523.5 billion strong. The world needs chips, grains, diamonds, secure semiconductors, phones, satellites, fighter jets, missiles, paper, medicine, even cars. Consider it handled. The label says, Made in India. Over to Dolphy.
That was our roaring manufacturing sector. Moving on to our country's backbone, infrastructure. Enough of our struggles with bad roads, traffic, and late trains. Aparna, what is the country doing for our Aam Aadmi today?
Thank you. So by 2030, India has transformed its transportation sector. In roads, we've cut road fatalities by 50% and expanded highways to 2 lakh kilometers. Over 30% of private cars and 80% of two-wheelers are now electric, supported by 6,000 kilometers of electric highways. In railways, we've achieved net zero emissions with 30,000 megawatt of renewable energy. Freight transport now holds 45% of the market, and Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail has cut travel times significantly. In aviation, India is the third largest market with 300 million domestic passengers and 200 airports. We've also increased sustainable aviation fuel, SNF, to use 5% of boosting sustainability. These advancements have enhanced connectivity, supported economic growth, and positioned India as a global leader in sustainable transportation. Thank you.
Moving on to our reporter Sonal from Mumbai, digging deeper into India's 2030 infra. Sonal, how far have we come? Are we built to last?
यस डॉल्फी, आज भारत बन गया है मैरीटाइम का असली बॉस। इंडिया ने 3.25 लाख करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट करके मैरीटाइम दुनिया में बजाया डंका और रिजल्ट 20,000 करोड़ की एनुअल कमाई और 20 लाख लोगों को नौकरी। पोर्ट्स पे सिर्फ शिप्स नहीं, अब करियर्स भी डॉक हो रहे हैं। और तो और सिटीज भी अब समझदार हो गई हैं। वेलकम टू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्मार्ट सिटीज, जहां इंडियाज 40% ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इज जनरेटिंग 75% ऑफ जीडीपी। The 100 Smart Cities Mission ने रेवेन्यू को जंप कराया 570 बिलियन से सीधा 4,100 बिलियन पर। अमृत ने 500 प्लस सिटीज में 10 करोड़ लोगों को दिया पानी और स्विच का टॉप क्लास अरेंजमेंट्स और पीएम आवास योजना ने 2 करोड़ पक्का घर दिलाकर हमारे खुद के घर के सपने को कर दिया है पूरा। आज इंडिया है 7 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी, जिसके लिए चाहिए था 2.2 ट्रिलियन का बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट। लैंड एक्विजिशन के चक्कर, एनवायरनमेंट के कंसर्न, फिस्कल डेफिसिट का प्रेशर, सभी को हैंडल किया विद सही पॉलिसीज, तेज गवर्नेंस और प्राइवेट सेक्टर का फुल ऑन कोलैबोरेशन। दिस इज सोनल जयसवाल signing off from M News.
Thank you, Sonal. We now move to what has made our economy more efficient and productive: technology and innovation. Are we leading the tech revolution or just following? Over to our tech correspondent Maitri for more insights. Maitri?
Certainly leading. I believe that this is truly India's decade. Today, we see a digital in the social, cultural, economic, and behavioral fabric of our economy. Connectivity is our currency. Digital India fuels 1/5 of our national income, an increase in 20% to our GDP, and 38 million new jobs with a technological inclusivity amongst all sectors. Our government has ensured 90% 5G access to the public, with digital payment transactions soaring to 7 trillion. The 1.25 billion USD India AI mission has transformed one man's life, adding a 10% boost to our GDP. From AI-driven automation, quantum computing, to algorithm-based logistics, our demographic strength and digital infrastructure have propelled India to become a global tech leader today. That's where we are, Dolphy.
Well, Swati, beyond the flashy numbers, is this digital revolution truly reaching every corner of India?
Let me ask you, remember ATMs? No, right? That's because 95% of us are paying online. Whether it's Starbucks in Dubai, New York, or Mumbai, India's digital rupees is accepted in over 50 countries. Our e-commerce sector, faster than the bull market, has hit $350 billion. With AR and VR, we can find our perfect outing without trying. Streaming, gaming, memeing. Entertainment is now a $100 billion market. Hospitality is making waves with mobile check-ins and biometric access. And healthcare is now as easy as sending a WhatsApp. Telemedicine and AI have connected rural India too. EdTech is bringing personalized learning in Desai style. And regional languages are making sure no one's left behind. लेकिन ये सब आसान नहीं था। इंडिया ने इंटरनेट को स्पीड का रॉकेट बनाया, सबको टेक समझाया और डेटा को सिक्योर रखा, क्योंकि बिना इन सब के डिजिटल इंडिया फीका रह जाता। Over to Dolphy.
Tech is transforming undoubtedly, but what fuels this growth? The consumer. We have our consumer and service correspondent Ankan guiding us on India's past to India's present. Over to you, Ankan. What has changed? What is our story today?
India's story is similar to the legendary Mr. Bachchan, from being Sone ki Chidiya to the bottom of the world and again rising to become the third largest global economy. Our story has been of resilience, reinvention, and global recognition. Similarly, Mr. Bachchan bounced back from bankruptcy to become the most successful star. We took 75 years to reach $2,500 per capita income and added another $2,000 in just 5 years. Our first trillion was in 2007, and here we are in 2030, USD 7 trillion economy. India's consumer sector is humongous, 11 lakh crores. HUL accounts for 2/3 of its parents' Unilever's value, showing India's might. Many Indian companies are in the top global league: Indigo, HDFC, Jio, to name a few. Indians move beyond roti, kapda, makan to seeking quality life, and that too digitally. Nykaa, Zerodha, Myntra are just a few examples. Let me summarize. India का consumer sector एकदम blockbuster, young, digital, rising income के साथ we have just gotten started. This is Ankan signing off from News.
Blockbuster, you say, Ankan? But Sylvie, has the world finally shaken off its centuries-old image of India as merely a land of snake and snake charmers?
Yes, of course, Dolphy. India is now the global travel magnet. Haridwar to Rameshwaram, Taj Mahal to Kerala. The whole nation is on everyone's must-see list. India's tourism alone contributes $199.6 billion to our GDP. More than 30.5 million international guests were welcomed, and over the past decade, the travel and tourism GDP has grown at 7.1% annually. India's healthcare sector, too, is now over $610 billion and is soon to be among the world's largest. The hospital market, which was valued at $98.98 billion in 2023, has now more than doubled to $193.6 billion, growing at a CAGR of 8%. As we look ahead, India's healthcare industry stands as a global model for affordability, accessibility, and technological excellence.
Demand is soaring indeed, but at what cost to our planet? Are we developing sustainability? Our sustainability correspondent, Nitika, to shed light on what entails this. Nitika?
Well, Dolphy, sustainable development can be regarded as a blueprint for any country to achieve economic development without compromising its environment and resources for future generations. Today, India is eco-upgrade. Apart from plantation, we have taken steps in adopting renewable energy sources. Farmers are going organic. Waste to energy is a new trend. Green cities with effective buildings, cleaner air, water, richer soil. We have it all. Green energy comes from a renewable energy technology such as solar energy, wind power, and hydroelectric power. And the big part is sun works over time, the wind never sends us a bill, and hydrogen now have a fan club bigger than Bollywood. Over to you, Dolphy.
Thank you, Nitika. But Poonam, is this growth truly green or greenwashing? Are we ensuring our grandkids don't inherit just a pile of problems?
Our future generations will thank us. It's all about balancing growth ka junoon with keeping Dharti Ma happy, especially with a population that could fill every stadium in the world twice. Government policies and solar farming dreams are a hit. Solar energy is now 90% cheaper. We are shining bright with 300 gigawatt solar power and 140 gigawatt wind power. Even our gadis are electric. This green switch has saved us a whopping 64% on oil, slashing emissions by 35%. That's 3.9 lakh crore saved. Investors are loving it and pouring in billions of dollars in India. Now, India is the world's green energy leader. We are not following the world, we are leading it. And the revolution has just begun.
And the answer is loud and clear. India, Bharat, Atmanirbhar, Viksit, and unstoppable. The world doubted, the world watched, and today the world follows. Now I'd like to invite our special correspondent, Rinku Pansari, to wrap up this blockbuster bulletin. Rinku?
Sure, Dolphy. As we stand here in 2030, it's amazing to see how much has changed, except for our love for chai and Bollywood. What was ambition in 2025 is now everyday reality. India stands as a 7 trillion USD powerhouse driven by AI, clean energy, and a workforce that doesn't just work, but work smart. We don't follow trends, we set them. But as we celebrate, let's not get too comfortable. If there's one thing we have learned, it's that progress has no finish line. The next decade is waiting for new disruptors, bold innovations, and of course, more jugaad. So let's dream bigger, push harder, and make sure that when we meet in 2040, we have even greater milestones to laugh and be proud about. This is MM News Special Correspondent Rinku signing off. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा.
And with that, welcome back to 2025. Hope you enjoyed being in 2030 briefly. This is MM News. Thank you.